On page 4. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to manifold sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to manifold sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to manifold sentient beings. Sanje joda zoge jonam la chanju bardo dane gyabzo she Tage jinso kebe sonam ge dola benjire sanje dubara isho Sanje joda zoge jonam la chanju bardo dane gyabzo she Tage jinso kebe sonam ge dola benjire sanje dubara isho Sanje joda soge chonam la chanjo bardo dane gyabso che Tage jinso kebe sonam ge dola benjire sanje dubara isho Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vate mahashramana yesva Om ye dharma hetu prabhava Tathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vate mahashramana yesva Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vate mahashramana yesva All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well is taught by the great seer. Okay, now we are on the verse 11. Verse 11 and down, these are to learn how to expand your compassion. Page number 143, verse number 11. All suffering comes from yearning for your own happiness. The perfect Buddhas are born from the intention to benefit others. Therefore, truly exchange your own happiness for the suffering of others is the practice of a Bodhisattva. Okay. As we discussed this morning, what we were saying is that we go through, for example, say when you to practice compassion. For example, as what Ashiji said this morning, say you feel compassion towards the people who, the young boys and girls, little boys and girls in the street who have hardly anything to eat and look for scrap of bread in the dustbin, and you feel pain, and then you say, we may feel that if I keep looking at it, thinking of where these little boys and girls, and then you see it more, and then you may feel what you can call as compassion fatigue. You may feel that. So this is something that we need to seriously think of. It doesn't mean that we have to jump and then do everything. Just see how much you can do. how much you can do, and it's a matter of, in true sense, your Buddha nature has the capacity to do everything, as Ajiji said, and then what's your name? The lady, huh? Yes, Odi, Odin. Okay, so what Odin said, what I can do, I do this, and then I cannot change the whole world. The reality is that we have such a capacity to do benefit everyone simultaneously. This is the power that we have. Our Buddha nature has. I don't mean to say I have for now, you have for now. This is not what I'm saying. Our Buddha nature has that capacity to benefit everybody instantaneously from your side. But just as the sound of a clap should necessarily have the two hands, likewise for the benefit to arise, for benefit to happen, there should be two things. That you, from your side, your capacity to help, and for the other side, the karma to reap the benefit. The two things must meet. For example, like, so Ashiji is seeing some little boys and girls, and then he gives some money, some food. How many such the little boys and girls? There are so many, but how many of them actually met with Ashiji? So less number. So we require for the recipient to receive the benefit, you require that karma to receive the benefit, and then you also should be ready to give you have the potential to give the benefit. You also should have the capacity. So there's the very beautiful example that was given by Arya Maitreya, where it said that even if the God of the rain, it's just a metaphor, God of the rain showers rain equally to all the places where there's a seed germinates. Where there's no seed, nothing will happen. You agree? So the rain showers everywhere equally. There's no bias. But those where there's a seed will germinate. Where there's no seed, nothing will happen. The rain, no rain, there's no difference. Likewise, from your side, you should be ready to give. You should have the potential to give the benefit to everybody equally, but then others, whether they will receive it or not receive it, is entirely they depend on the other person's karma. Okay, so this is reality. Now, this is where the Buddha taught the universal compassion and how to practice this. Universal compassion, how to practice it. Practically speaking, how to do it. And oftentimes people can be very pessimistic, saying that no, it's not possible. And some people, they can be very positive, at the same time, they don't know how to do it. They don't know. I don't know how to do it, but I think it's possible. And then some people, they even talk about it a lot. No, be compassionate, we should be compassionate, we should be loving towards others. And then to everybody, but how? But the question is asked how? Again, there's no answer. So this is where I would say that the Nalanda tradition, the great masters like Bodhisattva Arya Nagarjuna, then Bodhisattva Shantideva in the 8th century AD, you must read his book, A Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life by Bodhisattva Shantideva. A Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life. This book is amazing. This is classic. It gives you the solution to how to actually expand your compassion logically. Not just, do it. You have to practice compassion. Don't be selfish. For example, if you believe in Buddhism, then what you're doing is not according to the Buddha's teachings. You practice compassion to all, but how? It's not coming. To your enemies, how? It's not coming. And then you say, those who believe in God, you say, no, it's God's will. You have to be kind to, so that God, they say, we are not doing justice to the God. But how? This is missing. How to do it? And it's the example that I give you. Say you have to fix the car. It's very easy. Just hit the car with 3 hammers. But where to head? Where to head? You don't know. Where to head? So this is something that the Nalanda tradition, the great masters like Bodhisattvas, Deva, and the Lama Atishatapingara Sri Gyana, and Adi Nagarjuna, all the great masters, what they left is amazing. It's amazing. And when, to be very honest, they say how I was brought up in Institute of Buddhist Dialectics in Dharamsala and the Depunlosan Monastery in South India, I just took for granted. Okay, these are just the teachings. They are there. They are brilliant. It's amazing, but they are there. Later on, after completing all my studies, attending the conferences, and meeting with the big scholars from the other the places, from the one scholar from Sri Lanka, a brilliant scholar, a professor like original thinker, and a Buddhist scholar, and he was invited to give the keynote speech from the Theravada point of view about the liberation. And I was invited to give the keynote speech from the Mahayana point of view. And listening to his talk, because he is an original thinker, he comes up with many questions about the Buddha's teachings. So he said that these are the not loopholes, these are the areas, gray areas, where he person said, I find it very difficult to see the connection. So in a word, what he's saying is that there's vagueness in the Buddha's teachings. And for us, these are so openly discussed from different angles since, like, see, the first year, second year, third year, all these were being discussed, debated. And all these are readily available in the texts, in the Nalanda tradition, readily available. Then I thought, wow, that's amazing. Then during the break time, because we are very close, we are friends, I told him that the question that you brought up, is it all right that I give response to these questions which you left open-ended? And if it's all right that I give the answer to these questions, which not my answer, which are available in the Nalanda books. Can I do that? And he was extremely happy. He said that, please do that. And then half of my talk was responding to his questions. They're already given there, but this is not found in many other traditions. So what I'm saying is, therefore, doing the Nalanda courses, I think that, like Kalden Shirbla and George, you must have heard this oftentimes, that we are being spoon-fed by the Nalanda masters. I used to say that. Only then I discovered that we are being spoon-fed. All these questions, answers, they were readily being given to us. Okay, so the point is, why I'm saying this is that how to practice this universal compassion. In the first place, not necessarily for others, for your own well-being, for your Buddha nature to manifest fully, for you to experience, to get away from all the miseries. For that matter, they say, particularly to expand your happiness, expand your ease, universal compassion is the one. This is what will make you to expand the ease. So, universal compassion with all the beings, to all the beings, then is infinite. Infinite ease comes. Next question, how to practice this? This question. So for that matter, tonight, the NIC, again, as yesterday, I'm just going to be open invitation to all of you, the participants here, who likes to take part in this, join us at 6 o'clock. And they'll be going to study the Buddhist psychology. So there, so finally say how the mind works. For example, what's the problem when we try to, do so much things for others? We cannot do that. There's something which blocks us from doing that. So can you share your thoughts? What stops us from doing good things for other people? Yes, Sonamla. Huh?
Doubts.
Like what?
Doubts. What if this happens? Or what if I messed up something?
Don't worry, keep helping. Then? No, there are more. There are more. Okay, Vinay?
Our self-centeredness has not gone completely.
Okay, as he say but instead of Sonama's version is, but if something goes wrong, instead of that, who will take care of me? All right, who will take care of me? Right? Okay, I have these 10 lakh rupees in my bank, or 1 crore rupees in my bank, whatever. Right? If I spend it, then finally when I'm sick, who will take care of me? All these questions will come to you. You getting it? So we should be very realistic just to explore what is hampering me from the practice of the universal compassion. So we see that is primarily, as Minaja said, it's a self-centered attitude. Who will take care of me? Okay, this is very important. So with this in mind, this is a serious question. Who will take care of me? When I go through difficulties, who will take care of me? This is a serious question. So what do you think would be the answer from the point of view of, let's say, the Buddhist and the practitioner's point of view? Anyone?
Ultimately, there is no you.
No, the reality is that who will take care of me? This is a serious question. This is a serious question. This is a serious question. So the point is that unless you are convinced, you will not do that. You're getting it? Unless you are convinced that, okay, these questions come to my mind and these answers are there, right? Unless you're convinced, you will not act. No matter how eloquent you speak, it will not help. Okay. Carl, then Shirbla, what would you say? If somebody says, no, I cannot practice universal compassion, forget about universal compassion. Not even to like 1,000 people, because that if I let go of all of my money, when I become sick, who will take care of me? So what would be the answer? Huh? Anyone? Okay, David.
I think if I have one egg, you have one egg, and each one help each other, we'll each end up with one egg. So it's like
No, if that's a good example. But but people come with other example. No eggs and one egg. If my egg given to you, then who'll take care of me? Okay, this is all.
I think one has to be very skillful.
Skillfully, yes. How? Okay. Yes, Joaji.
Actually, on YouTube, I'm a bit of an addict, but there's always these ads coming. Somebody is feeding blind girls, somebody is feeding poor people, children and throw them out, or then, like children who are foraging for food, husbands. There's so many of these things to just help us facilitate. So, even the society here also believes in whether they're Hindu, Islamic, they believe in Buddha. So they get funding to do that. They don't have to exhaust all their own money. They do. One man was saying, between my wife and me, we pay 1,000 chapati.
Okay, so George, I don't get what you are saying. Is it that there's somebody's doing that? Don't worry. You don't have to do that. Somebody's doing that. Is this what you say? Huh?
You can contribute to it.
You contribute to that. You can contribute. Okay, you can contribute to it. But there's so many. How much to contribute? Okay, the Sudha? Sudeshna, yes. Sudeshna, yes.
So I think it again boils down to the compassion with wisdom.
Very good. But how?
Like
is the correct answer. But how?
So, for me to be able to help unprivileged, I should be, capable enough. Like, I should have my own resources.
Okay, so if you don't have, no, then I should be skillful. I should have the wisdom. My wisdom knows that I don't have the capacity. Oh, let's not do it. There are other people doing that. Let them do it. Is this what I'm saying?
No. So I will do whatever I can right now.
Yes. Like what? Little food that I give, little money I contribute, whatever I have.
If I have $100 right now, I could probably give $50 to other person.
So that's it.
No, it's not it.
Then what should I do about extra? What you said is correct. That's very good. Okay, let's put it like this is very important. And these problems happen only in this era or in the next era also? Next era also. So what you can do in this life, do it. And also plan for the future. You getting it? After all, you have the Buddha nature. So look at Prince Siddhartha. Look at Prince Siddhartha. He succeeded, and after 2,500 years, still intelligent people are benefited. Still he continues to produce intelligent people like His Holiness the Dalai Lama, like Arinigarjuna. And their books, they're still studied by enormous number of people, still continue to benefit continuously benefited. And if you become a Buddha, so what we read of the Buddha's biography is very simple from a small lens. But the reality is that just as the Prince Siddhartha, after becoming enlightened, is able to benefit in this planet Earth, simultaneously he benefits innumerable world systems simultaneously. So these are something which we may not be able to digest at the moment. For example, what it says that in Rajgir, many of you have been there, in Rajgir, while the Buddha was giving teaching on Heart Sutra, which we read, simultaneously in Amaravati, the place where Chola, the Tudan organized the Shri Kalachakra Tantra, the Shri Kalachakra empowerment by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, he was a big scale, the same place there, simultaneously. Buddha was giving teaching in Rajgir, in Bihar. In Amaravati in South India, the Buddha was giving teaching on culture teachings simultaneously. So also there was one anecdote that while the Buddha was giving teaching, then his student, the Mugalayana, the one on the left side of the Buddha, of the two monks, he was considered as the one with the greatest miracle power amongst the students of the Buddha. And what he did was that learning about the Buddha's qualities, when you become a Buddha, your speech has amazing qualities. One of the qualities is that you don't require these speakers, the mic. You don't require this. So wherever the people with the karmic connection with the Buddha exists, they could hear the Buddha's voice at the same volume. Whatever distance and you hear the Buddha's. So he was checking. Mugalayana, he started to leave the world, continues to hear the Buddha's teachings, and then he kept moving away from and finally he ended up into very strange world systems. And today, we need to really think about it seriously. In physics, what we at the world, that we have planet Earth, is an extremely tiny dot. Taking into consideration the whole Milky Way galaxy. And Milky Way galaxy is a tiny dot, considering the whole visible universe. And the visible universe is a tiny dot, considering the whole of existence. So, this is a tiny, and then what we see as the world system, we see this as one form, but in the other world system, they are very strange creatures. So, Mugalayana, through his miracle, he kept going away from the planet Earth, going away. And suddenly, at one point he entered into a very strange world system where human beings, the size is like 400 times our size. 400 times human beings. And there were also monks there. There was also Buddha there. And he was very tiny fellow. Mughaliana, our size. If we are there, we are like tiny, like a toy. So the other monks, although the body was huge, but the mind as ordinary as anybody else. So these monks started to play with him, pick him up, put them in a palm, and the Buddha told the monks, warned the monks, don't play with this guy. This guy is somebody with the greatest of the miracle power, a disciple of the Buddha Shakyamuni in this planet, known as planet Earth. And he mentioned the distance and so forth. And then that Buddha indicated to Mughaliana to perform your miracle power. So Mughaliana then emanated his body 400 times the size of their size. And all the monks, they were so amazed. And then that Buddha asked Mughaliana, now what can I do for you? And Mughaliana said that I just came from planet Earth, not with a specific reason to come here. I entered here. Now I cannot go back. Okay, how many of you, if you are, for example, in Delhi, India Gate, you are in India Gate, from there you are asked to go anywhere you like for the next 5 hours. Keep walking. Then if you are asked to come back to India Gate, can you come? Going away from India Gate is very easy, but then coming to the same spot, you have to know the location. Right? So therefore his clairvoyance, his miracle power does not have that capacity. Because of the distance, enormous distance, he cannot see the location from where he came. Mughaliana. So even the miracle powers, they differ in the range of the power. The one that the Buddha has is just infinite. One the Bodhisattvas is less. One like Mughaliana, what they have is even less. What Bodhisattva has is like 1,000 times more powerful than what Mughaliana has. So he said that, but I don't know how to go back. Please help me to go back. Take me back. And that Buddha said, I am Buddha Shakyamuni. You getting it? He is actually manifested in the Buddha Shakyamuni, who was actually here. Then he snapped, and instantly Mughaliana came here. So this is where, when you become a Buddha, this is a benefit. It's not that you become a Buddha, then you go to the forest, and then some students come, 5 students come, then you teach them. This is very simplistic version. When you become Buddha, you can help infinite beings simultaneously. It's like the rain shower. Rain shower, all the places equally. And where there's a seed, they germinate. So this is the benefit of becoming Buddha. Okay. So having said this, the question comes back. So what should we do? So what I'm saying is that these problems of the small children, scavenging, and wars, these things, they exist only now, or they can exist in the future also. In the future also. Whatever you can do now, do it now. This is known as a skillfulness. Whatever you can do it now, plus plan for the future. Because future also there's going to be a problem. So plan for the future. This is what we should be doing. And in future, how to plan? Make sure that what is the best way to plan for the future?
Wisdom of emptiness.
Awaken your hidden treasure. You getting it? Make the hidden treasure manifest. How? By the wisdom of emptiness. Remove the mental dirt. This is the best way to plan for the future. You getting it? Okay. It doesn't mean that, okay, when you become Buddha, all the problems stop. Don't expect that. Prince Siddhartha already became a Buddha, but the problems did not stop. At least we are benefited. At least we are benefited. like what Soham said, that he has seen somebody like His Holiness, whose thinking is very different. You could feel the vibration of his compassion. So these are the products of Prince Siddhartha, what he taught. This is what is being seen there. So when you become with this benefit, it's not just a small thing, but on a large scale, not only this planet Earth, infinite planets, infinite systems, you can benefit them simultaneously. This is how we should do. So for this, what to plan? This next question. The thing is that short term, whatever to be done. Suhana, Sudhana, Su. But Su in some other language is not good word. It's a very offensive word, right? Okay, but you tell me once more. Sudeshna, yes. Okay. Like what Sudeshna said, that the say if you have $100, 50-50, right? 50-50. Whatever you can do in this life. Meanwhile, not necessarily for the beings. First, take care of yourself. You getting it? First, take care of yourself. Taking care, and who will take care of me if I give away everything? This thought has nothing wrong in it. You're getting it? This thought has nothing wrong in it. Some people say, this is very selfish. We have to start from where you are. We are in a selfish mode. Start from there. Don't think that we are enlightened. We have to start from where we are. We are in a selfish mode now. From there you start. Who will take care of me? Yes, start from there. Say some people, if they are $100, as the Sudeshna. Okay. As Sudeshna said, if you're $100, then 50-50. Some people say, no 50, right? Only 10. Some say, no 10, only 1. Some say, no 1, minus 10. Minus 10 means, I should get 10 from others. You're getting it? People have different levels of thinking. You're getting it? So therefore, the point is that if you belong to this category, where, what can I get from you? You're getting it? What can I've only $100. Not that, oh, I have $100 share, 50-50. No, I've only $100, which means I don't want to share. I'm very poor. I've only $100. How many you have? You have 100, maybe 50. How will I give it to me? You're getting it? If this is who you are, just see from there, don't feel shy. Don't feel shy. Know yourself well. And then from learn how to, instead of expecting 50 from somebody, see how to expect less, like 25. Then from there, 5, 10, then 5, and 0. And then gradually give 1. Sudeshna is directly 50. 50 give, right? Whereas for some of us, maybe give 1. And the Tibetan great masters, this amazing practical advice. If you are extremely stingy, then advised that, okay, let's say, say you have, say $1. $1. A training is given to you. Your mind is never trained to give. It's only trained to take. So and then in the process you are not happy. You are never happy. Those people who only are good in taking, they were never happy. Those people who are good in giving, they're way happier. You're getting it? For your own benefit, learn how to give. So, but how to do that? No, it does not happen. Okay, so, can you give 10 rupees? No way. Right? 1 rupee? No way. Can you give it to your mom? No. Right? Can you, can you give it to yourself? Yes. So, it says, same, $10 here, 10 rupees here. And then say, from right hand, give it to your left hand. I'm giving. Right? But in your mind, you know that it's not going out. It's still with you. Okay, now I'm giving I'm giving. Practice it. Practice it. Then they say, what is this? When you give something, what happens here? Okay, let's say, how many you can give, let's be very honest. How many you can give, let's say, 10,000 US dollars to somebody here? No? No. No. So, if somebody says, no, give. What's happening here? In a core, somewhere inside, you could feel the knot. Right? Look, do this. You could feel the tightness. You feel the tightness. Do it. Hey, do it. Just do it. Pull it. You could feel the tightness here. That you to give something. Let's say $2,000, $1,000. You could feel the tightness here at the core, that tightness. Something is not going away. You getting it? This is known as self-centered attitude. And it's painful, not painful. When you feel it, it's very painful. You getting it? This is the pain of the self-centered attitude. So we practice it like this. Practice like this. And then, okay, now, same amount, you want to give it, say 10 rupees, you want to give it to your mom or to your brother. To your brother? No, because he'll not give it back to me. To your mom? Okay, she'll give it back to me. Give it. Earlier you said no, not even to the mom. Now you've already practiced. Give it to your mom. And you're expecting the mother. And later on, even the mother forgets, you also forget. It's fine. And later, so you keep giving to your mom, keep giving to your mom. So the entanglement is, this knot is unentangled. One by one, there are millions of knot created, selfishness not created. So one by one is unentangled. So first, the knot, even with respect to mom, that is unentangled. And then it's very easy to give to the mom. Is easy. You know that it'll come back. It'll come. Even if the mother uses, it's fine. Still it's fine because she loves me. I love you. And then, now can you give to your brother? Okay. To your neighbor? No. To your brother? Okay. Still it's mine. It's my brother, right? So my brother. So this is how we keep practicing. This is amazing. These are the techniques taught there. Now, say the psychology behind this. The psychology behind this is purely, as Sudeshna said, that why some people right from the beginning say that 50-50. Some people say, no, I only have 100. If I give this, then what will I have? So different mindsets are there. It's all a matter of what is the habituation of your mindset in the past. That is your habituation. Now, we build a new habit. So from this we see that it's possible. And some people give over 100. It's very easy. And in my life, to be very honest, in my life, I've seen, as what Soham said, in my life, I've seen some amazing people, extremely, profoundly compassionate, but the number is so less in my life. I've seen that. The number is so less. And mostly they are amongst the monks, mostly. But even among the lay people, there are one or two, I've noticed that. They're profoundly compassionate. So this is something which we can train. So say in ways of example. One is example. And then finally what's happening? Everything is happening in your mind. It's the training of the mind. So therefore in Buddhism, there's a tremendous emphasis on the study of the mind. The psychology, there's a tremendous emphasis on this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to touch in this evening class, and day after tomorrow is again another. Then while we are here, it's only going to be 2 more sessions for But the teaching is going to be continued. Yes, Soham?
Geshe, I have a question about investing.
Yes.
Right? So you have an attitude of giving.
Yes.
But then you realize that say I have 100 rupees today, I can give it to one or two people. Say I invest it, right? In the future I can give it to 4 people. So is that a good habit or does that involve some amount of grasping as well?
That's perfect. So therefore, in the Buddha's teachings, there is nothing as intrinsically wrong, intrinsically good. You're getting it? You invest it. For example, say that the parents, they give money, whatever they have to the children right away. Right away. This is one way of doing this. And then just give the food, the basic necessities, but not the luxury. Luxury part, the parents invest for the child's future PhD program. And the parents may leave the world early, we never know. But the foresighted parents, they do that, invest for the child. This is extremely smart. Those people who exhibit compassion, seeing the long distance far away in time, these people are known as, this compassion is known as the profound compassion. Profound compassion, who cannot be wavered. For example, like say you have $100 and you give all the $100 and then later you need something and you regret. Oh no, I wish I've not given this much. At least I've given, if I've kept 25 with me, instead of no regret. So now you don't have anything. You don't have anything. So don't you regret? No, what regret? I'm so glad that I'm able to give it. Somebody's benefited. So they feel even more joyous, though they are suffering, but they have no regret. This is known as a profound compassion. Whereas somebody can give everything. When you suffer, then you regret. That is a shallow compassion. This is how we make this distinction. Okay. Then the next is the most important part is so what is happening in your mind? What's happening in your mind? So we study the mind. Study the mind to give the gist of how this has to be practiced is that our mind functions in, they say, our mind has multiple functions. For example, like some people are good in mathematics, some people are good in physics, some people are good in music, some people are good in painting, some people are good in the observing the environment, some people are good in language, and some people are good in music, football, and so forth. And these are all the mental skills. Your mental skills translated into physical and verbal. It's actually all the chips is the mind. Mental skill. How many such functions are there? Somebody may be so good in sitting meditation, but the moment you give, and very poor in PR, public relation. Can you imagine that? Somebody very good in meditation, right? And PR is 0. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in the big monasteries, because one monk scholar, he's a big scholar, everybody respected for his intellectual knowledge. And then and seniority plus knowledge, and he is appointed as the abbot. Being the abbot is not just the knowledge, it's about the administration. PR is 0. And then create disaster. You're getting it? Sometimes such things happen. So what I'm saying is that how many such skills are there? Some are good in meditation, but not 0 in public PR. Some people, they're excellent in PR, but the moment meditation, falls asleep. Right? How many such different functions of the mind are there? Anyone? 2, 10, Joshua?
Innumerable.
Innumerable mental functions are there. Good. Okay. So now all these mental functions, these mental functions, we just label them. We label them as mental factors. Of these mental functions, mental factors, there are 5 which are particularly particularly important mental functions, particularly important, which are related to how the mind works, how the mind can be trained, and how the mind can become evil, how the mind can become good, based on these 5 things, known as the 5 ever-present mental factors. 5 ever-present mental factors. Okay, the first, contact. Number 2, attention. Number 3, discrimination. Number 4, feeling. Number 5, intention. Let me repeat it. Contact, attention, discrimination, feeling, intention. Okay. Now look, believe it or not, someone who is extremely compassionate operates within these 5 functions. Somebody who's extremely intelligent, like Albert Einstein, operates within these 5. Somebody who's extremely evil operates within these 5. This is how it works. So therefore, if you know how the mind works, but these people, when they operate, when they're being extremely kind, compassionate, or so evil, so ruthless, they're acting like this. They don't know how these 5 are operating. Actually, they're operating within these 5. And how many you use the computers? Raise hands. How many use computers? Okay. How many you know what is happening in the chips? What is moving in how the signals they are transmitted in the chips? How many you know that? We don't know, but we still operate. You're getting it? We operate, but something's happening inside. You don't know what is happening. Something inside, and what you want, it comes out. You're getting it? Likewise, everybody, including the tiny, the animals, including animals, KFC, animals in the KFC, and the people in the KFC who kills the animals. Everyone, their minds operate based on these 5. You getting it? Based on these 5. So the bad things, the evil things are happening based on these 5. If you know how to reverse these 5, good things will happen. And good things happening on these 5. And if you reverse the good things, you become bad. So this is amazing. Okay, now let me quickly share with you how it works. Let us say that we're all here in Kalimpong. We're all here in Kalimpong. And how many of you are locally here in Kalimpong? Locally here in Kalimpong? Okay. But say someone who is closest to this Buddhapad is, we say, the Vigranchi, right? Because he's the director here. And the others from how many kilometers? 5 kilometers? 9 kilometers from there you came here. And Vikrant came from his residence, wherever he came here. And all of us, many fathers, some came from Sikkim, some came from Delhi, some came from England, Dharamsala, different places, Singapore, and so forth. Okay. And Siliguri or Siliguri? Siliguri. So we came from different places. What brought us here? What brought us here? You're getting it? Okay, we said, no, we came to know about this. We saw the advertisement, so we came here for the teaching. Or some said that, no, I happen to be here, and I came to know that there's a teaching happening, so I stayed here. Okay, so what is happening? This is how we see from the common, ordinary people's perspective of seeing the laptop, working on the computer. But what's happening on the chips, on the level of the chips, we don't know. Likewise, what is happening in the chips like our mind, these 5? Okay, let's see. Let me give, this is so important. If you know how this, then we will know how to practice the universal compassion without any difficulty. You getting it? and how to practice wisdom, how to practice universal compassion, how to practice generosity, and how to practice patience, how to practice how to stay away from unnecessary stress, how to stay away from the overthinking. We can really work on these very easily. Okay, so let's say that Sonam, tell me, usually what time do you get up?
About 6.
Are you sure? Or 7:30 or 8 or 9? Okay, let's say 6. Okay, let's say 6. So, one day, say imagine that we all get up at 6 o'clock. And then one day your mom opens the door, your bedroom, at 5 o'clock. And then mom says, okay, let's say the mom says, "Happy birthday, my daughter, my son. It's 5 o'clock. Usually you don't get up. You're in deep sleep. Happy birthday, my daughter, my son." And then you hear what the mother said, but your eyes are still blurry. And you said you heard the mother said "Happy birthday," which means she's holding something, maybe birthday gift. Right? So, what happens? What will you do? You're still half asleep, half in sleep. What will you do? You'll rub your eyes. Right? Okay, first, your eyes come in contact with what the mother is holding. Your eyes come in contact. What's the first of the 5? What's the first one? Contact. Your eyes come in contact with what your mother is holding, and your ears come in contact with what your mother said. Happy birthday. So, now let us focus on what the eyes could see. And because you are still half in sleep, what happens? That you are still blurry. You don't see exactly what's in the mother's hand. So what do? You rub your eyes. Why do you rub your eyes? Hey Shrikant, why do you rub your eyes? To see clearly, to pay attention. You're getting it? To pay attention. Number 2 is attention. To pay attention, you rub eyes. Then you see this is brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Look, Sonam, he's so happy, right? Okay, brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is discrimination. Discrimination. It is. You feel very confident. It is brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And what is next? Hey, what is number 4? Feeling. What feeling do you get? Some very pleasant feeling, right? Very pleasant feeling. Very pleasant feeling. Okay. Okay, now you want pleasant feeling or not? Hey Sonam, you like the pleasant feeling or you don't like it? You like the pleasant feeling. Because you like the pleasant feeling, you want the pleasant feeling of longer duration or short duration? Longer duration. For this, you will, how to sustain this pleasant feeling? By sustaining the trigger of that pleasant feeling. What's the trigger of the pleasant feeling? What the mom is holding. You getting it? So what do? What is next after feeling? Intention. Then the intention works. Intention works, intention is wanting to do something, intending to do something. It will make your hand to move. Move towards the trigger of the pleasant feeling. What is the trigger of the pleasant feeling? What the mother was holding, thinking is iPhone 16, right? Brand new. And so, look, movement happens. So you and your mom came from 9 kilometers, movement happened. And Vigraji came from his residence, maybe half a kilometer. Right? And others came from your respective places. Movement happens. Movement happens because of the intention. You getting it? Intention worked because of the feeling. Feeling, particular feeling because of the discrimination. Discrimination because of the information that you paid attention and you came in contact with the information. So this is how things are operating. Now, Finally, Sonam got what the mother is holding, and he sensed that it is Amul chocolate. It is not iPhone 16 Pro Max, it's Amul chocolate. Then what happens? Okay, now say you come in contact with the object, contact, again the second phase. Come in contact. You pay attention, it's a chocolate, right? Pay attention. And discrimination, yes, it is chocolate. I was confused. It was not iPhone 16 Pro Max, it is chocolate. Feeling? So, pleasant, unpleasant? Disappointed, unpleasant feeling. Mom, you disturbed my sleep. You're going to get just a piece of chocolate. I get chocolate every day. You can give it later to the lunch. Why now? Why you disturb me? Unpleasant feeling comes. With the unpleasant feeling, you like the unpleasant feeling or not? You don't like it. So, because you don't like it, you want to make the unpleasant feeling shorter in time. Shorter. So how to get rid of the unpleasant feeling? Removing the trigger of the unpleasant feeling. What's the trigger of unpleasant feeling? What is that? The Amul chocolate at 5 a.m. Right? Then you throw the Amul chocolate to discard. Intention to throw it. Okay. Intention to throw it is aversion. You getting it? Aversion. Intention to embrace it, iPhone 16 embrace it, attachment. And so attachment, aversion, these are the two triggers that makes your physical and verbal move. For example, let's say that, okay, so today I learned something of the psychology, how the mind works. It's very interesting. And then or say the first session, the second session, you feel, okay, the next what's going to be the topic, I'm excited, I'll come to it. And then they say you heard her, say you were so excited, and you get a phone call, and it's a very sad news. Sad news. What happens with the sad news? Unpleasant feeling comes. With unpleasant feeling, okay, next class, no, I don't have energy, I don't want to go, I'll take a short break. You're getting it? So, all our movements, all our actions are movements. All our actions, say to give $100, the give is action or not? Is action. Hold, action or not? It's also action. And expect another $100 to you is also action. Giving whatever you have is also action. Giving half is action. So all these are actions. These are all actions that happening on the level of the intention. This intention. So to think of give $100. Give $100 same the pleasant. That action happens because of the feeling, pleasant feeling. To think of this person going to be benefited. This person going to be benefited with whatever I have. I'll be happy. Pleasant feeling comes. This pleasant feeling because of the discrimination. The discrimination that this person is going to be benefited cognitively, knowing that. Benefited, so the feeling is pleasant feeling. Whereas if you think like, okay, if I give, then what will I have? I'll have nothing, I'll suffer. What's the feeling? Pleasant, unpleasant? Unpleasant feeling. But the unpleasant feeling, you don't want unpleasant feeling. This unpleasant feeling is triggered by the thought of letting go of your $100. So, you will not let it go. Letting go triggers unpleasant feeling, so you will not let go so that unpleasant feeling doesn't come. So the intention to hold it back. This is how it works. All our actions are determined by these 5 ever-present mental factors. Now, the universal compassion. Universal compassion. Let's say that first, we see that what is the opposite of compassion? What is the opposite of compassion? Anyone? What's the opposite of compassion? Okay, you may not be too technical. Anything that comes up. Huh? Hatred, anger, jealousy, and so forth, right? So these hatred, anger, jealousy, and so forth, what they do is that they push others away from you. You agree? They push others away from you. And compassion embraces others closer to you. This is the difference. Now, say embracing. Embracing, your mind embraces. When your mind embraces, is action or not? Action. So this action is happening on which level of the 5 ever-present mental factors? On which level? Action is happening on the intention level. You're getting it? Intention. When you say karma, karma, it is the intention level. Intention. Intention makes it move. Okay, now I have to stop. It's already 12:30. You're getting it? I have to stop. The intention comes to stop. Right? You're very happy, I know. Some people just smile. Okay. So, but I'll not stop. Okay. So what I'm saying is that the intention is the one which makes the movements. Movement is action. All our karma's actions are operating on the level of the intention. And this intention is determined by feeling. And feeling is determined by discrimination. And discrimination is driven by the contact and attention. These two. You're getting it? This is how it works. Now let's say that, okay, give $1,000 to your neighbor. No. It's holding you back. The action is holding back. No. So why? If you want to give, to make this happen, because the mere thought of giving, you get an unpleasant feeling. This unpleasant feeling makes you to hold it, not to let go. Because if you let go, unpleasant feeling increases. And finally, it's not about money, it's about your unpleasant feeling. So, you see that and it's operating so fast. It's not like thinking. You don't have to think. It's operating so fast. If we can train that to be able to give with ease, to be able to give with ease, it's not happening at the moment. How to make it happen? We have to change, because giving, the thought of giving, intention to give, you feel that unpleasant feeling comes. Unpleasant feeling. If you change the unpleasant to the pleasant feeling, with the thought of giving, you will give. You're getting it? If you can change this feeling, unpleasant to the pleasant feeling over giving, with the act of giving, then you will give very easily. There's ease there. Okay. Now, how to change the feeling? How to change the discrimination? What triggered the feeling is on level 4. To change this feeling, you have to change the discrimination. Discrimination is a thought process. Let's say that, okay, let's say that let me give you one example. Then we try to learn how to extend the same thing to others. One time, during the COVID time, a group of, a Buddhist center in Italy requested me to give online teaching during the COVID time. And after talk, one lady asked me a question. You taught of compassion and so forth. This is so good. But in real life, for example, I live in Italy. And then how do you apply your teaching in the real life? I feel so gloomy. Because that we cannot go out, lockdown. We cannot go out. So I go to the terrace. I go to the terrace. From the terrace, I look down I see the whole street empty. It's so gloomy. It makes you feel sick. So gloomy. Once upon a time, this street which I'm seeing now is so crowded, so lively. Now it's so gloomy, empty. Nobody, no life there. It makes you just feel so down. So how do you apply your teaching here? Then what I said, he said, are you sure that the street is empty? She said, yes, it's empty, no life. I said that, oh, you're very fortunate. And she said, no, I'm not fortunate. I'm feeling so sad. I said, if I were you, I'll be so happy. She says, why? Okay, now let's say that she sees this, her mind feels unpleasant. The feeling is unpleasant. So first contact with the empty street. Then pay attention. She says, really empty? Yes. Pay attention. Paying attention. The discrimination says, yes, is empty. It's empty. Earlier they were so lively, now empty. What's the feeling? Unpleasant feeling. You like it? You don't like it. So mind will try to reject this trigger of the unpleasant. What is the trigger of the unpleasant feeling? Empty street. And the empty street, can you reject it? You cannot reject it. But the mind will continue to reject. Mind will reject. And in reality, it cannot be rejected. It's locked down. So the mind continues to exert force against this. Exerting force, at times, you will feel that you are tired. You agree? So this is known as stress. She feels stressful. Anxiety. Okay. So what I told her is that, okay, if I were you, I'll be very happy rather than feeling sad. She said, how? Because it's a COVID time. COVID can anytime invade you, can attack you. And the street is empty. The street is empty means that these people, otherwise on the street, they are telling you that don't be scared of the COVID. Will not bring COVID to you. If you don't believe, look at the street. It's empty. We are not there. Will not bring COVID to you. Because if they're on the street, they could bring COVID very easily. But the street is empty means these people are staying in their house. They're not bringing COVID to you. So, somebody not bringing COVID to you, if you think about it, are you happy or not happy? You are happy, pleasant feeling. You like it, pleasant feeling, you like it or not like? You like it. So therefore, she felt very happy. She felt calm. She became very calm after listening to this. So what was happening was that, same, why she was feeling there's the mental resistance, stress, because of the unpleasant feeling. Why the unpleasant feeling? Seeing that the street is empty, otherwise very lively. Look, this is how the mind thinks. Otherwise the street is very lively, and now is empty. Discrimination. So why? Because of the discrimination, because of the contact with the information. It's empty. Earlier it's very beautiful, it's very lively. Now it's empty. You can't come in contact with this information. Now, if you want to change this, the unpleasant, this resistance, which happened on the which level? Resistance happened on which level? Resistance happened on which level? Intention level. Or the intention, the mind is trying to push. Intention is trying to push the trigger. Trigger is empty street, and you cannot push it. So the mind continues to push. Okay, how many of you sometimes to sit with somebody who is very negative thinking, to sit with that person, in 5 minutes, it's very suffocating results. It's so suffocating. You just feel like, okay, when shall I get a chance to escape? Right? In 5 minutes, it's so suffocating. You're getting in? And then if you to sit like there for 1 hour, what happens? your energy is gone, right? So the moment this person left, you go to room, you lie down, and it's gone. Okay, look, what is happening is on the mental level, you are resisting. You are resisting this situation, but you cannot resist. Sometimes you cannot resist. You cannot push the other person. So when the person not pushed, but the mind keeps on resisting. So there so much energy is consumed. And how the mind works, that consumes a lot of energy. Okay, so with this what happens is that this is what is happening. So this resistance is happening because of the unpleasant feeling that she is feeling. Why unpleasant feeling? So if you want her to change this resistance, intention, you have to change her feeling from unpleasant to the pleasant. How to make a change her feeling? By changing the discrimination. So discrimination, how to change the discrimination? Oh, this is the hollow, now very dull street, empty, once upon a time very lively. This was the discrimination. Change it. That, oh, this street is empty, and the COVID people are not now roaming around. COVID not come to me. Okay, COVID not come to me. Pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. Pleasant feeling. How do you know the COVID people not come to me? Look at the street, it's empty. This is proof. To see the street is empty, you like or you don't like it. The COVID people not roaming around. Right? You like it, you don't you like it. You're getting it? Change the discrimination. How to change the discrimination? You have to get a lot of information, contact with the information, and the attention. These two should be so good to gather as much information as possible. With this rich information, then you can play with the information and you make the discrimination what is desired. This discrimination will change your unpleasant feeling to pleasant feeling. This pleasant feeling you will make your mind to embrace rather than resist. So resistance stops. Resistance stops, stress stops. This is how our mind starts to embrace. So we can apply the same thing to the universal compassion, practice of the universal compassion. Thinking of embracing others more and more, right? I get the maximum benefit. When you think of this, pleasant feeling is triggered. With pleasant feeling, intention will want to do more. And I know that many of you will say that, okay, by helping others the maximum, I get the maximum. I get the maximum. It's again selfishness. Some of you may think that. So this is where His Holiness the Dalai says that if you want to be selfish, be wisely selfish. You're getting it? So there is the Tibetan great masters, they say that the Buddha uses the spear of ego to kill ego. You're getting it? I get the maximum benefit. When I say that, this is how we are built up. From past lives, this is how we're built up. We have this thinking pattern. So I get the maximum benefit. When you know that you get the maximum benefit, you like to do it. Because unpleasant feeling is triggered. With the pleasant feeling, you like to do that. So this, and then in the process of helping others, meant with the intention to benefit yourself, you get the maximum benefit for yourself, in the process of helping others, then the genuine compassion starts to arise. Genuine compassion. Then the selfishness will gradually subside. Then you say, just to help others. No, I don't think about helping myself. Whether I get benefit or not, I don't care. Help others. You see that this will automatically happen. This is amazing practice. So on that level, seeking benefit for yourself, the maximum, seeking benefit for others, the maximum, these two are synonymous. So at one point, you only think about others, you never think about yourself. But you get the maximum happiness, although you don't intend to. You get the maximum happiness. When you get the maximum happiness, you are full of the pleasant feeling. With the pleasant feeling, there's no unpleasant feeling to hamper your service to other beings. This is how, with this knowledge, then you practice It's extremely beneficial. In the process, we see that gradually you reach a certain point of the practice. The moment you get the opportunity to benefit somebody, you feel that this is a safe haven for me. You're getting a safe haven meaning that I am suffering not because of anything else. I'm suffering because of grasping ignorance and self-centered attitude. So by helping others, my self-centered attitude is combated. My self-centered attitude is crushed. So with this, you see that helping others is so precious, so precious. And then you start helping others, then sense of helping others keeps increasing. Then it becomes what is your job? What is the agenda of your life? My agenda of life is just benefit others. I don't care about myself. That'll come to when you reach to a higher level. But we have to start from the ground. The ground is we have this selfishness. From there we have to start, and eventually this selfish will be got off. Okay, we stop here. Tirtha Om Gati Gati Parasam Gati Bodhisattvas Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasam Gati Bodhisattvas Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasam Gati Bodhisattvas. Three prostrations together.